Hi, my name is Christine O'Hara, and I am the Executive Director of Alumni Engagement. It's kind of funny. I grew up in a family of, I had 7 sisters, and the choice was college or college. However, one sister did choose a trade school. And I was the second youngest, and I really didn't put a lot of thought into where I wanted to go, but there were only 2 places in my head always, Stanford and Niagara. Stanford, I have no clue why, but it was just something I developed as a child. And Niagara, I had a lot of family members. My dad went to Niagara, and I still had a lot of family back in Niagara Falls, so it was always there. I went to high school in Florida. My father was a politician, so we moved quite a bit. So after I finished high school, I went to a junior college in Florida and said, this isn't for me. What are my options? And I applied at Niagara. I had family here, and that's how I got to Niagara. My major was hospitality management, and again, at the time, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with my life, and I felt that I wanted to, I didn't want just a broad degree, I wanted specialization in something, so I chose hospitality management. I was, I guess, a typical commuter. I came to class, and I worked about 14 jobs, so I really didn't spend a lot of time on campus. I didn't really get the feel of being a college co-ed, so my way of making myself feel a bit more like that was I used to come up to campus at night, and there was a Pizza Hut in Gallagher Center, and I'd buy myself a personal pan pizza, and I'd sit on the couches and pretend that I was studying. And that was kind of my, probably one of my biggest memories, quite honestly, of being at Niagara, was eating those pizzas in Gallagher Center. Well, I finished here, and I wasn't quite sure, and another not interesting story, but I left Niagara, and right out of Niagara, I got a position at a local company doing sales and marketing. And it was a great position, it was a great opportunity, but I was having difficulty acclimating myself to working a 9-to-5 job only. I had worked so many jobs, I just couldn't do it. So I went back to my college job at a local supermarket and said, this is what I want to do. Well, that didn't last too long, so I then went back into the temporary world and had a few jobs, and from there I entered into a position at the Niagara Falls Area Chamber of Commerce, and that I would say is really where my career started. I was there for 8 years working as a Vice President of Development and membership, and just had a great experience working there. From there I went on to, I did a few financials, did some real estate because again I was uncertain, landed a job at Niagara Catholic High School doing development and alumni relations, knew it was what I wanted to do, and after 3.5 years I had an opportunity to come to Niagara. And I would say that's really where my whole Niagara experience started. Right now, I am very honored to be the Executive Director of Alumni Engagement. It is a new department per se. When I came, I was doing, previous to this, I was doing annual giving, and then alumni relations was separate. We have joined the 2 departments together. So my job is working with a lot of great people on my team, but further than that is working with the whole Alumni Association to help further engage our alums, to help them become involved, to help bring them back to campus and just be able to experience things maybe now through the eyes of the new Niagara. I also have the opportunity to work with students that are here now to help and mentor them so that when they go out into the world and then they become someone who wants to come back to their university and experience all the things that their fellow alums can do. I believe it's 98% of our students receive financial aid, and that financial aid just doesn't happen. Our alums are extremely generous. People give back, but it's a never-ending project per se. Giving back to the university is how we are going to be able to sustain ourselves. You know, it's been said before that it is the single most important thing that alums can do for the university. Annual giving goes a long way, from helping students with financial aid to beautifying the campus to hiring professors that can offer our students the best. So annual giving back financially is extremely important. And I think the message I'd like to leave is it's certainly not what we're all about, but at the end of the day, that gift that you give to Niagara goes miles beyond where it just came in the mail and into the office. So it is extremely important to give financially. I would say the education prepared me just in so many different facets. It's funny, I had my undergrad here and I also got my master's here. And when I received my master's, it was in educational leadership and administration. Again, a little bit off the beaten path. But I was told by professors that, you know what, education is education. And the things that you're going to learn, you can put them into so many different areas of what your profession is, what your personal life is, what your professional life is. So I think everything that I learned from Niagara, nothing in specific, but being here, being around the people that I was around, being engaged with alums, being offered classes by professors that just could teach me so much, but also by the fellow students that I had. So I think the entire path led me to where I am. The fact that Niagara University is a Vincentian Catholic university certainly, for me personally, is a big piece of that. That has always been the foundation for myself and everything that I do with alumni. It is instilled in us from the minute we walk in as an undergrad until the day we leave this campus. So I think all of the things combined have helped me in my career and have helped me to be so excited about what I do now. 32,000 alums out there. There are so many people. We've started hitting the road hard. Some of my colleagues and myself meeting with different alums, they're excited, they want to be involved. The stories that we get to hear, so every day it's a new experience, and I couldn't ask for a better position.